Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Steve Malzberg Show from our New York City studios on the day that James Comey testified before Congress. I'm sorry to tell you that it was more of the same. Watch.
Hillary Clinton did come to possess documents and materials containing classified information via email on these unsecured servers, correct?
That is correct.
Did Hillary Clinton break the law?
In connection with her use of the email server, my judgment is that she did not.
Did you just not able to prosecute it, or did Hillary Clinton break the law?
Well, I don't want to give an overly lawyerly answer. The question I always look at is there evidence that would establish beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody engaged in conduct that violated a criminal statute? And my judgment here is there is not.
That is not his job, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to speak to very qualified people on this show, and I'll ask them. Lee Zeldin, congressman, in just a moment. John Yoo, later on, former Justice Department official. It's not the FBI's his job to determine whether the evidence would exist beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what a jury decides. That's what a prosecutor uses to see if they'll go ahead with a case. It's not his job. I think that was a dead giveaway, and there was more.
If Hillary Clinton applied for the job at the FBI, would the FBI give Hillary Clinton a security clearance?
I don't want to answer a hypothetical.
Given the fact pattern you laid out less than 48 hours ago, would a person who had dealt with classified information like that, would that person be granted a security clearance at the FBI?
It would be a very important consideration in a suitability determination.
You're kind of making my point, Director.
But he wouldn't say it. He wouldn't say that someone like Hillary, with the baggage that he described 2 days ago, would not get hired at the FBI. That is head-exploding, mind-boggling. It is nuts, really nuts, okay? Now, he went further in sticking up for Hillary. Watch this.
Was the reason she set up her own private server, in your judgment, because she wanted to shield communications from Congress and from the public?
I can't say that. Our best information is she set it up as a matter of convenience. It was an already existing system that her husband had, and she decided to have a domain on that system.
And I am reading what Hillary sent me to read. It is the same thing she's been spewing now for months. It is all a bunch of bull, but I cannot say that here in front of you. Are you kidding me, Director? Are you kidding me? Wow. Wowee, wow, 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 wow. I mean, is he on Hillary's payroll or something? Now, there was, by the way, when Hillary testified before the FBI on Saturday, she was not under oath and there were no transcripts kept. And Comey, wasn't there. Isn't that lovely? Now, Donald Trump was in Washington today. He met with Republican senators. It got heated from time to time, but he did invite Ted Cruz to speak at the convention, and Cruz said yes, but has not promised to endorse him. We'll talk about that down the road here as well. But before we get to the congressman, I want he and I and you and me and everybody to see this exchange with Trey Gowdy and Mr. Comey, the head of the FBI, from today's hearings in front of the House Oversight Committee. Let's watch.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails, either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true. There were a small number of portion markings on, I think, 3 of the documents.
Secretary Clinton said, I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
Now, there was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
Secretary Clinton said her lawyers read every one of the emails and were overly inclusive. Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
No.
All right, I want you to see one more based on what he heard. Here's what Trey Gowdy said.
In the interest of time, and because I have a plane to catch tomorrow afternoon, I'm not going to go through any more of the false statements, but I am going to ask you to put on your old hat. False exculpatory statements, they are used for what?
Well, either for a substantive prosecution or for evidence of intent in a criminal prosecution.
Exactly. Intent and consciousness of guilt, right?